Adam, we can make a lot of money with that kid.
Oh yeah, I hear what you're saying. Who's gonna pay the ransom?
William and I can make money with that kid.
Yeah. How much money you got, Adam? We're gonna need it all.
I think you might be disappointed.
Whatever we do would be a better fucking kidnappers than the people in this movie. That's for sure.
What do you mean? They were trying their best, dude.
They're terrible. Bad plan, bad execution.
It's hard when one of the guys is pretending to be retarded.
Everybody's a liar.
It's always
Is he pretending? He seems pretty dumb throughout the entire movie, but he's like, I'm just pretending to be dumb at the end.
that's what I do on the podcast.
He wasn't pretending to be retarded, wasn't he? Pretending to be crazy. So I mean, they don't put you in a asylum for being retarded. They don't commit you.
Not anymore. But yeah, this movie is After Dark, My Sweet. We're now doing a whole new series, Cool Crime. Cool.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
It's like Cool Cops, but they're and Cool Dads, but they're criminals. And this is a real example of Pulp Fiction. This is based on a novel by Jim Thompson. And the book and the movie are almost exactly the same.
It's about a boxer. That's a very 50s, or like 40s, 50s novel, like crime novel thing, right?
Yeah, like Bruce Willis in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Kid Collins. What a name. What a great boxer. And Jason Patrick, he looks like a boxer. I mean, he looks pretty ripped.
He's a hunky guy.
Yeah, he does a great job in this movie. I was impressed.
He's really this is his bit. This is like his big performance, I feel like. It's like he's playing a real character.
Yeah, I've never seen him in a starring role in a movie.
What about Speed 2, Cruise Control?
Yeah, that's another movie where he plays a retarded guy.
I didn't see it.
What about The Lost Boys?
That's another movie where he plays. I guess he's not really playing a character in this movie.
What about a movie called Rush?
Whoa, that movie sounds intense.
Never seen it.
Him and Jennifer Jason Leigh play narcotics cops who their big technique is that they also do heroin and cocaine.
Nice.
And then they just become junkies.
That's awesome. That's a cool tactic.
Their whole thing is like when they buy drugs, the drug dealer's like, all right, well, you better shoot up or otherwise I don't believe you. And I believe you're a cop or blah, blah, blah. So then he just like shoots up.
And he's like, damn, this is pretty fucking good.
It's heroin? I fucking like this, dude.
This is way better than being a cop.
Now, in After Dark, My Sweet, he's like a drunk. He's just always drinking.
Yes.
He's a drifter.
He
comes
in
from the mountains.
He's kind of like Joaquin Phoenix in The Master.
Yeah.
Did I miss why he limps? I don't remember, or I didn't catch why he has that limp.
That's just part of an actor's performance.
He's not. There's no. They didn't explain that. Okay.
What
about when he fell off a truck?
But when a dumb actor has like a chance to do like a really meaty good character, they like to add a limp, like to do a voice.
Sure, it adds character to the character.
Yeah, that's it. Now you're catching on, Mike.
I get it.
You're watching the movie like, why is he limping?
I missed that he fell off the truck. I'm texting. I'm eating.
Mike, you're about to show some titty, by the way.
Yeah, I noticed that. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do here.
Are you wearing a muumuu?
No, I'm wearing a tank top.
Okay, I was really close to a nip. I think now the other nipple is about to slip out.
God damn it! Do I need to get a shirt? Do I need to get a regular t-shirt?
This is the problem when you got big juicy tits. You just can't keep them in.
I know.
In your top.
Tell me about it.
No, you let him breathe, dude.
Okay,
there we go. I want William to let his titties breathe, but he won't.
Let the puppies breathe.
Yeah.
So there he is walking in the beginning of the movie, and he's not limping at all, Mike.
Yeah. Well, when did he fall off what truck did he fall off of? What are you talking about?
Ooh, I like that guy.
I missed that whole thing. All right. He fell off a truck. Okay, I get it.
You don't remember this part? He's on the truck and he has the booze and his bag.
That's a funny retarded guy thing to do, is to just jump off a moving vehicle.
No, I do not remember that part.
While holding a bottle.
He has the bottle. He has to
shirt.
hold the bottle of wine, little red wine. He's just hanging out in the back of the truck and he's like, gotta go. and he just
Seems like a bad idea.
jumps off.
Yeah, I missed that part.
Whoops.
Wait,
And then the bottle of red wine broke, and now he's just like a fuck up. See, he's just a drunk fuck up,
Yeah.
drifter, piece of shit. And this is, last week I was watching the cop movie. I was like, I should be a cop. I'm watching this movie. It's like, I should be like a drunken alcoholic fool.
well, it's cool, like to be like a like to be like a drifter or whatever, but be like a really handsome guy is like you're gonna crush some insane pussy.
Makes it a lot easier.
If you're this handsome, yeah, handsome guys can be like homeless, drunks, drifter.
like-
they just
like
get away
me.
with everything. Yeah,
I'm
William
kind of
is
like Jason
extremely handsome.
Patrick type,
Yeah,
you know?
you're a hunky guy. That's why I want to see you in a tank top.
Is he limping?
He limps throughout the entire movie, after that truck part. He definitely limps around. I know.
This is gonna be like some
I did not
Jurassic
imagine
Park
that.
shit, guys. Mike, don't
Yes.
go to bat so hard for this because I don't.
He's
think
also
you're-
drunk.
Did
Maybe
you
he's
not see
limping.
him limping?
I don't. I didn't clock him limping during the movie, but I also
Oh my
maybe missed
God.
it.
Well, now
I wanna
I didn't
support
even. I was paying attention to the dialogue, the soulful, existential dialogue about like, I knew the bitch was a liar, but I wanted to fuck her anyway because who cares, whatever. Like
God,
all
she's
that kind of-
busted.
Oh, what? Rachel Ward? Don't you think
Mike's-
this is one of our
Mike's woman
great
corner.
Australian women?
I'd like to see her not in this movie and see what's going on.
She looks like a skinny, ugly Sigourney Weaver. That's what she looked like to me.
The thing I kept thinking about was her accent. Her Australian accent keeps popping in. It's
Hey,
a tough
nobody's
thing to
perfect.
play American if you're Australian. But I think the thing with her is that like, because I kept thinking like, all right, who would play this part better? Who could you have play this part? And I think the thing that makes her believable in this role is that she kind of overpowers him, and that she's really tall. And I don't think like a little woman could do this part.
Yeah, like
I
a
don't-
little
I-
woman with ass implants that Mike wants to see in this movie.
That would be nice. Maybe
Like-
Latina.
Salma Hayek or Jennifer
Oh,
No,
Jennifer
not big enough
Lopez.
ass. These are not big enough asses for Mike.
Who
You
would I
know,
put in
He's a
this?
man-made ass.
Like she kind of has like a husky voice, like kind of like a lower.
I clocked that too. Yeah.
She's got a husky.
Look, she's
everything.
overpowering him right now.
Yeah, she's yelling at him and shit.
Well, she's not wearing makeup, so you gotta like. Also, Jason Patrick he's so beautiful in this movie that just like, no woman could compete with how beautiful he looks, right, guys? Right?
And the sex scene, we see his butt.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
We see his butt. We see all the butt and all the butt hair. He gets on top of her
It's a good sex scene. I'll give you that.
ladies
And he's
love
just-
butt hair.
and he's pounding, and she likes it. And there's there's
Oh,
the
yeah,
butt
that's
and
it.
balls, and then she I like this when she
You
like
saw
grabs
balls too.
his pubes. Just
He
like grab it.
grabbed pubes.
Chest hair.
No, she's going beneath his navel.
Oh, yeah.
You don't see
yeah.
balls in this, Adam?
I'm sorry. I gotta full screen it. I guess.
Oh, I
Wow,
see.
I see it. Yeah, it's a real saggy sack.
It's a nice sack of potatoes. I thought
Yeah.
this scene where he's humping her and you see his balls and butt crack. I had to Google if he was gay, the director. And he
Because
is
you're
not.
like, this is
Well, I
only
had-
a shot by a gay man. Maybe that
this
was
we got to talk about the director because I was like, he could be gay. Like he directed At Close Range. Now At Close Range, Mary Stuart Masterson, not that beautiful of a woman, kind of like,
kind of
you
a boy
know.
haircut in that movie too.
yeah. And I
What's
was thinking
going on?
like, maybe he's more into the guys than the women, but he actually dated Julia Roberts.
She looks
She-
like those two, the other two we mentioned.
She was
She's
voted. You don't
She-
think that's a beautiful woman?
What's it called when a gay man dates a lady to trick people?
A beard.
Right. She was a beard, maybe.
Was she hot and Pretty Woman? I guess.
Oh, Mike,
She has nice legs, right?
Sure.
You don't like Julia Roberts and Pretty Woman?
I I I don't remember her being stunning or anything like that. Selma Hayek's much hotter.
You
The
just hate
only-
white women.
I do. And white men.
What'd they do to you? Which white woman are you? Wait, I'm a white man. And William is, and you are a white man too.
I know. I'm a self-hating white man.
Oh,
I'm half white.
which half?
Only the good half. Ah,
The
The
ass.
the back half, yeah, the ass.
You have a white ass.
thank you.
You
Thank
have a.
for
You
that.
we talk a lot about ladies' asses, Mike. What's up? What's going on with your ass? I've never seen it. I can only imagine. You got big juicy butt.
It's
or
better
what?
to leave it to the imagination. No, I got a white man's ass.
Damn, that sucks.
Well, I'm white and
Hank
I'm
Hill?
white and Japanese. Which one of those races have nice asses?
I'm
Neither.
picturing an old Japanese man with a really big, round butt,
Yeah, that's not me.
big, beautiful lips, some sweet titties.
You're like a sumo wrestler,
Looking at my
right?
dick.
Yeah, I
You're
would
like
be closer
Like
to
a
that.
big, thick G string in your
Oh
ass
yeah, there you
crack.
go.
Sure.
Sumos are thick as hell, bro.
So
Okay, let me
Julia
see.
Roberts has like toothy. She has a big toothy smile.
She's probably quite stunning in person because of this toothy smile. You see those teeth, you're like, God damn. Those are some long ass teeth.
Do you like a tall, slender woman, Mike?
Absolutely not. She needs bigger. She needs breast implants.
What about Cindy Crawford?
When I was a kid, I thought her and Nikki
Whoa.
Taylor were super hot. Oh, well, no.
I didn't know she was nude.
Yeah, she's-
William's Googling Cindy Crawford nude right now
That's
for the
nice.
listeners.
That's real nice.
Well, she's a model. She's breastier than Julia Roberts.
Definitely. Well, I like that one there, whoever that was. That's Cindy Crawford, that fake one right there. That one. That's nice.
Where the one where the lady's completely spread eagle.
Yes. It's hot.
Wasn't she with Richard Gere for a while?
In the movie.
You're thinking of Julia. No, that's Pretty Woman. You're thinking of the movie Pretty Woman, and that's Julia Roberts.
Am I?
Yes.
They weren't together.
Didn't she date Lyle? She dated Lyle Lovett for a long time.
They look
No.
like they were a couple.
No.
That's
That's
Julia,
just,
Richard Gere. There's hundreds there's endless photos of them.
That'd be
They
cool
were
if
in the
there-
movie together.
There's a lot of red carpet photos and stuff. That'd be cool if there was a red carpet photo.
It's People Magazine, the sexiest couple alive, Richard Gere and Cindy Crawford.
They're just doing it for the movie.
She a beard?
He just had a
Yes.
big gerb.
Your mic's not working, Adam. You broke the cable. No one can hear your jokes.
It's going in and out.
I can't even hear you.
Oh no.
Nothing.
Oh, no.
This man is what?
There you go. That's better. What was?
My brother had a Cindy Crawford poster when we were growing up of her like with her butt, like looking back, and she had a sandy butt.
Nice. Did
Oh,
you
no.
jerk off to it?
Probably. Yeah.
Right on. Right on.
Back in the day, you had like a poster and like you just jerk off to that like 100 times.
Yeah, you could just see like a single tit, and it would do it.
Yeah. Not anymore.
No. Now I need a Blue Chew or a Cialis and choke myself.
Yeah. Amen, brother.
A gerbil? Maybe a gerbil.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
What do you think of
Nobody-
Cindy Crawford's daughter, Kaya Gerber?
What kind of fucking name is this Gerber? What is she, a baby?
She got a nice face.
She eat baby food?
Who's her dad?
Some
And what does he do?
European
Piece of
Yeah,
shit.
Armando Sante type.
Oh my god.
Oh man, the worst.
Randy Gerber. He's
Please say-
American. He's a tequila brand. He founded tequila brand Casamigos with
Oh,
George
yeah.
Clooney.
Yeah.
Damn, that's
Yeah. He looks rich and white. That's a good thing to mix with.
That's like me.
He's got a skinny face.
That's like me too. I'm rich, white.
Skinny.
No mic.
Mike
You
is
have a
really close to the mic.
No,
Do you have a
they're talking about
microphone?
microphone. They're talking about microphone.
Do you have a microphone? What are you
Me?
doing? I'm talking to Adam.
Yeah.
I just put it down for a second.
You're
Yeah,
confusing
no one
me
can
with
hear
the
what you're
mic.
saying.
It was really funny.
I'm
Not
sitting
as
close to
funny
the thing
as-
so I can see this.
Well, no, Mike disappeared. Not
No,
as funny
I-
as After Dark, My Sweet. Now
What do you
this is
think
a
this
funny.
title means?
Oh, here we go. I got it.
Let's talk about the movie, William. Can you stop talking about other stuff?
What is the title mean? I was thinking about the title, and it's like,
Who's
hey,
who's the
it's,
sweet?
It's never nighttime in the
Who's
movie.
a
What are they
sweet?
talking about?
there's
Is it-
nighttime scenes in the movie. I
No,
don't know.
no.
Did you even? What did you think of it, Mike? Was this movie captivating to you and fast paced?
That's what I was gonna say. Is it kind of it was okay, but it definitely kept my attention. I mean, I watched it for the 2 hours. I don't remember any of it, but it was not boring or anything. At first, I was watching like this is kind of boring. What the fuck is the point of this movie? But yeah,
Kidnapping.
it kept my attention. Yeah.
The kidnapping really raises the movie up to a whole other level. The first half, you're kind of meeting the characters. You got the Strifter guy, you got this Rachel Ward chick, then you got Bruce Dern, his Uncle Bud, and he's like, Mr. Slick operator.
That's
Yeah.
her. What's their
That's not her-
relationship? Bruce
her
Dern and
husband's
Rachel
dead.
Ward.
That's her.
Her husband's
That's
dead.
Uncle
her
Bud.
Oh, it's her uncle.
I guess. Who
I did
knows?
also think it was impressive that the movie basically has 3 people in it, and those 3 people do the entire movie. So I thought that was pretty cool.
It's an old-fashioned picture.
And then there's one more character, the weird, creepy,
Doctor.
possibly gay doctor.
Yeah. Okay.
That character was cool. He reminded me
Googling.
of William.
Googling this movie because I was like, is the director gay? After James Foley, gay. After Dark My Sweet, blah, blah, blah. I'm looking this up, trying to figure out before I found out who's dated who. I found an article. This movie was accused of homophobia and gay bashing because Jason Patrick's character turns down the advances of the gay doctor guy
That is bullshit.
and punches him to death with one hit to the heart, killing him.
He doesn't punch him because he's like, trying to fuck him though.
I know it was such like a lame like early 90s Village Voice kind of article. Like, is this movie gay bash? Is he gay bashing him? It's like, no, the guy like was gonna bring down their whole stupid kidnapping operation.
Gonna rat him out.
Also, like, I wouldn't, if as a movement or whatever, I wouldn't like want to be like, yeah, he's one of us. This really creepy doctor with like lizard lips who's just like staring at the, you know what I mean? Like this he's a bad doctor too. That's another problem
Mhm.
with him.
You want to come live with me and do chores at my house? Mm-hmm.
Just looking at his beautiful, Jason Patrick's beautiful lips.
I love how this movie has this like 50s, 40s feel. Like the doctor has like medicine in his fridge and he does like house calls and all this, but also because they're in such this like small, dry, shitty desert town in the 90s, it kind of works like, okay, like they're still behind the times there. They don't have like,
Yeah.
all the modern bureaucratic bullshit things. They still have like the old small town feel where everybody kind of knows each other, everybody kind of gossips about each other, everybody's whispering about each other.
Where do you think this city's
you like
supposed to
that?
be? Where do you think this town's supposed to be?
I just kept thinking of like by Palm
Palm-
Springs or something.
I
It's
feel
What
like
about
I saw
the
the
mountains? There's mountains.
Well, it's got that, Palm Springs has that
Yeah.
one mountain range
Oh,
thing.
okay.
So what am I fucking talking? Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
barely
What do you mean?
your mic. Is it working?
You're playing mind games and it's not gonna work. Not this
You're
time.
playing those mind games. You're a big John Lennon fan. Nice.
Yeah. I just like how they all jacked off together. That's what I'm a Beatles fan, but only for the jacking off. I don't really care for the music.
Hmm.
I just like anybody that's jacking off with their friends. You guys hear about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of gay.
No, it made them a tighter band. You just don't. You've never been in a band, Mike. You don't know.
That's true. I've also
don't-
never jacked off with my friends, so maybe I'm just misunderstanding
yet.
the situation.
Yeah.
Not yet.
This podcast isn't over.
I got a Blue Chew. I got a. What do you need?
I need you to put on a tank
A
top.
finger in your butt.
Belt
Mike trying
around
to
the
jack
neck.
off. You're trying to play cracker with like your 45-year-old friends, and they're all just like, I need Viagra. I can't do this, man.
It's like just sad. Like
Just can you suck me till I get
just
hard?
because you're
man?
bored, it's like, come on.
What, you never came soft?
Oh, that sounds
It's
awesome.
it's
Like how
possible.
soft?
It's possible. Pretty
How
soft.
soft?
Have you?
Soft
Fully?
serve. Yeah, definitely.
Ooh, it comes out
Is it
like you're at
cold?
like you're at Pinkberry.
Imagine it's
Ah,
cold.
I shoot blanks anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, you got a vasectomy?
I did get a vasectomy. One surprise during my life is all I really need.
Did you does it hurt? Did it hurt though?
Yes, it hurt. And then all
They cut off the head, huh?
what was the most painful thing is when you go in and then you walk out of the office and all the secretaries are just looking at you like they know what happened, like they're just like looking down on you. That was a tough walk out of the office.
The walk
And you're
of
walking
shame.
on your tippy toes,
Yes,
like
yes.
owie, owie, owie,
Yeah,
owie,
exactly.
owie, owie, owie,
Exactly.
My
owie.
wiener hurts.
Yes, it definitely hurt. I mean, I didn't have to like sit on ice for 2 days like they say you got to do, but it was not pleasant.
What's the recovery time for you? I'm
It was a
thinking
couple
about
days. And it's
Right.
not like you go to a hospital. They just do it right in the doctor office.
it. In Florida, I remember there was a billboard of a guy who's like, I'm a vasectomy doctor. Come get a vasectomy. And it was this guy that had like a very big, thick toupee and like really thick black sideburns. And he's like smiling in the picture. I'm like, that guy's going to touch my nuts.
Yeah.
I'm going to let
Wow.
him do it.
It's real quick too.
He didn't seem like a really, like he went to the best doctor school though.
The best doctor school,
Yeah. What do you call it?
medical school.
Oh, fuck.
Doctor is so it's a
God
Dr.
damn it.
Nick
I forgot
type.
there was a real word for it.
I feel like you're about to
Urologist.
talk about the movie, but you get sidetracked about Mind Game, John Lennon, Beatles shirking off.
What are they talking about?
I don't know. Adam.
Vasectomies.
Before that.
Palm Springs.
Desert
Um,
life. I like the desert house in this movie. It looks like a cool place to get drunk. I like how they're always like, "You want a drink? What are you drinking?" And they got cocktails because these people have like no jobs. They have nothing to do. They're just scheming and doing
That sounds
stupid
cool.
shit. I
That
like how
sounds
Bruce
cool.
Stern, like you find out Bruce Stern owes a guy money and this one like weird bar restaurant place.
Oh, that one guy who got punched. The guy who owns the bar.
Got
Yeah.
beat up twice.
And so you're like, oh, that's why he's doing the kidnapping. But Rachel Ward, I like her character because normally these movies, it's like, oh, there's a femme fatale. The woman's going to betray the guy. The woman's going to, stab him in the back. She's going to use him for this big nefarious plan. And then at the last minute, kill him. This happens in so many of these movies,
But that's exactly what happened in this movie.
except
she
that
literally shot him in the back.
correct. But he was going to kill her. And it's not like she really got anything out of it. And it wasn't like anything went to plan. It was kind of like he was saying, like, I'm just going to shoot you. I'm just going to hurt you. And then that'll be fine. And that'll be the cover story. You'll get away with it. Like
So he wasn't
He's-
going to kill her. He was going to kill the kid and wound her.
he alludes to he's going to kill the kid.
Not
And
her.
it's just like, okay, this guy really is fucking nuts. Like Jason Patrick's character is just so fucking crazy in this movie. And
I
it's a great lead character. Just this
Oh, for
guy,
sure.
this drifter,
He's really good in it.
just whispering, like, and being hunky and drunk.
yeah. Well, he's kind of like mumbling. I feel like he changed his voice for the movie where he's kind of talking like this and he's like shifty, you know?
Shifty Sherlock type. Yeah, he's definitely she was his butterfly, sugar. And
That would be so fun to do if you were a handsome guy to talk like that and act like that,
yeah, man.
you know?
I know. I wonder what he's up to now because like he had a pretty good run in the 90s, but you don't
I
really
don't
see
know.
him in anything anymore.
He ate like every handsome actor. Handsome actors are like actresses. You know what I mean? Like they age. The industry is not kind of the handsome actors.
A
I feel
beautiful
like.
woman dies twice. Probably same for a handsome man.
Oh yeah. Hey, I looked up this guy Bert who owns the diner who like the Bruce Stern owns money to. Guess what other movie he was in, William? Cop and a Half.
Wow, That's some
Rocky
great.
Giordani. What a Guido fucking name.
That's cool.
Rocky Giordani. So I knew
Jason
I recognized him
Patrick
from
is.
somewhere.
You can see Jason Patrick at the Indianapolis Days of the Dead convention where he'll be signing Lost Boys autographs.
I bet he gets so
Cool.
much pussy at these conventions.
Goth
about it.
pussy too, which is awesome for him.
The fattest pussy you've ever seen.
Big titty goth girls, vampiras.
Mexican honeys,
Ooh,
single moms, Mike,
hell
Mexican, Latina.
Whatever you're picturing, make it twice as fat.
yeah.
And that's that's what Jason Patrick's all up in right now.
I've got the opposite. My Latina girl is dating me, the single dad.
Yeah. And whatever the listeners are thinking of picturing about Mike, make it twice as fat.
Yeah, I'm pretty big. I'm a pretty big dude.
Okay.
I'm comfortable with that.
You're
Mike.
big boned.
I'm
No,
on
it's
Zep
okay.
bound.
I'm
Okay,
messing.
I'm working on it.
I'm not trying to shame you, dude. It's okay. We all have
I-
body types and stuff.
I do not. I am comfortable with my body. I
You're
could
good,
crush
man.
you like a. I could crush you like a cheese sandwich.
Dude, this is hot. This is getting. We got to do this jerk off thing. Now. Just
Would you like to jerk off with this crew, huh? Bruce Stern, the doctor.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Hey, how much would you do? How much to French kiss the doctor?
Like,
I mean,
punch and kill him
I'd do it for the
afterwards.
clout.
Cool. Just because he's been in a movie, be like, I made out with a Hollywood celebrity.
Yes. Exactly.
Oh, really? Who is it? Which one? Which woman? No.
He's the dad from Blue Velvet. That guy.
You know, George Dickerson, the famous actor.
Now, well, let's talk about the kidnapping because this is my favorite scene in the movie. The big kidnapping scene. So they're like, they're getting drunk, they're acting stupid, and they have this big plan. They're gonna kidnap the rich kid, and at the town like hoity-toity fancy school for little rich kids. So Jason Patrick gets this like station wagon and this what kind of his driver outfit? What the hell do you call him?
Chauffeur.
He's a chauffeur.
Before.
He's got his glasses on, and he's like he almost runs over a kid, like a woman with a bassinet.
This kind of seems like a Kramer storyline on Seinfeld or something. This part of the movie. I'm thinking about it.
And then he goes to the fancy school, and he has to get there at 4:40 because at 4:45 the real guy is going to show up. So then there's just like one loud, annoying kid who's like pissing everybody off and talking shit to all the like the workers at the school, like all the ladies,
like bullying another kid and shit.
and then
he's a
he's
cool
just
kid.
like he just gets in the car.
But he also calls him Rogers. So is like Rogers like
Yeah.
the school chauffeur or something? He's not hired by the family. The school brings him in, I guess.
That's a
I
good
think everybody-
inference,
eh,
Mike.
I think everybody knows who Roger is.
No, it's not
Mm.
Roger. It's Mr.
Raj.
Rogers. The movie is named The Chauffeur Mr. Rogers. They didn't have to do that. They didn't have to name him that.
It's
Mr.
the
Rogers.
book is from before the TV show.
Yeah, but that's not the movie's made. Also, I thought isn't Mr. Rogers currently on TV?
No, he's
when this
dead.
movie's oh, okay. No, I mean in 1990.
And never even crossed my mind, Adam. I'm not a big Mr. Rogers guy.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm more
sorry.
of I'm more of a Mrs. Rogers guy. You know what I'm saying, fellas?
Who's Mrs. Rogers?
It's Mr. Rogers' wife.
Mr. Rogers in a dress.
Yeah,
Mm.
like how Bugs Bunny wears a dress sometimes.
Cool.
I get
It's
it. I get
pretty
it.
sexy.
That's crazy, dude. We should riff on that for like 30 minutes.
Okay, well, what do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about the kidnapping scene where he kidnaps the wrong kid. So the kid gets in the car and he's driving. He's like, all right, I did it. I'm driving. And then Bruce Stern like has to like, aggressively like pull over in another car. And he's like, what the hell are you doing? That's the wrong kid. And he's like, oh, well, I can take him back and get the other one. He's like, well, if you're gonna do it, do it, God. And then like everybody's freaking out. The lady's all pissed. So he goes back. The kid's like, "Don't worry, your secret's safe with me. I won't tell anyone." The kid's like all funny and shit. And then he lets that kid out, like near the school, so no one sees it. And then he shows up again. Like, I'm just here to pick up the kid all over again. So he goes out, and then the little kid's like, "Is that Raj? Is that him?" And the teacher's like, "Well, who else would it be?" So then he just picks up the
teacher.
kid.
That teacher also had a weird accent.
Really?
What about
Yeah.
her body, Mike?
I can't even remember. It was nothing of interest. Nothing of
Ooh,
note.
didn't jump out. That's a bad
No.
sign.
But she had like an English accent or some
The teacher
shit.
had a bad body. Sorry.
Hold
Sorry,
on.
lady
You
who
th-
played the teacher. Your
You
body
guys think
sucks.
the teacher looked bad?
I'm having to talk quietly now, Mike, because my wife is really tired and she asked me to be quiet.
Mainly you see from behind.
What about
from behind? You don't really.
I think
see
she
much.
looks good. She looks good to me.
That looks pretty good. William just pulled up this shot of Patrick.
Well,
Jason
I
Patrick's
had
ass
been
and
paused
balls.
the entire time, so when I
Yeah, it's
opened the
paused.
movie,
It was just
The
a
hot-
funny. It's kind of a jump scare.
God, look at that body. Nothing. It's like a
But Jason
Wooden-
Patrick's
wooden
butt is
board.
pretty good. Jason Patrick got pretty thick butt.
there's the teacher lady.
She got some titties, dude. What are you talking about, man? Look at that, Mike. You can see her nipples. You can see like the shape of her nip. Back up a little bit, William. When she's like facing away.
Is that Rogers?
Look at this woman's breasts, Mike, and tell me
Like,
that you're not getting a little
I'm
chubby.
seeing a side boob. No, I'm definitely not getting a chub from that.
And he's just
Those
like,
are not
"Come
the
on,
most
kid.
flattering shorts. So
Come on." They're playing golf. This is a nice school.
look, you can see her titties from this far away shot too. This woman is hot as fuck. I'm having a whisper because my wife is trying to sleep.
His suit
In the
doesn't
same
fit.
room.
No. She's just gonna hear me from the other room. She's really tired. She just got back from a work trip.
Oh yeah, and then he
Whispering.
falls down, and then the real chauffeur shows up, and he's like,
Wow.
"Uh-oh, what am I gonna do? I guess I better punch this guy and fucking knock him out."
And
It'd
put
be
him in
so
the
cool.
they put him in the hospital for like 3
Oh yeah,
days.
well, the old one
They
too.
say later.
That's what I'm gonna give
must-
William one day.
They put him in the ICU and he gets out on the. They say on the radio like a few days later from a single punch. But he is a
I need to be-
boxer, so I
I
mean,
need to become a killer boxer. This is a useful set of skills. Being able to kill people with your punches.
I could do that.
I mean, it goes without saying there are several times when the kid could just be like, "Hey, I've been kidnapped. Help me."
Yeah, the kid is
So-
conveniently quiet,
Yeah.
Well, he's a fancy lad.
kind of like
yeah,
me.
but I mean, even when the cop was right next to the car, he didn't say nothing. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I know, for real. Also, they're having like conversations at the
Well,
end.
he's
They're like
like-
having a conversation with
Well,
it.
the
like,
kid, it turns out to be diabetic and is like dying after eating a bunch of sugary pies
Yeah.
the first night.
that's
They did a
happened to me,
really
too.
good job with that makeup. He looked like shit. He looked like he was dying.
Yeah, that little kid was really ugly.
And then
That's
he-
what you're trying to say, Mike. Ooh, Jason Patrick is crushing this pie.
God, I don't
Oh,
remember. I
there's
don't
all
remember
these-
this part at all. And
This would
is
be a
great.
fun scene as an actor.
That looks
If
delicious.
I have to do a monologue in an acting class ever, I'm just going to do one where I eat a pie.
What kind of pie you think that is? Berry or chocolate?
That's it kind of does look like a chocolate pie.
Chocolate pie is the worst pie.
Oh,
Dude,
here we
guys,
go.
Imagine you just kidnapped a kid.
Isn't it? I mean, can't we all agree on this? Chocolate
it's a-
pie is
it's
like,
I would say strawberry rhubarb is grosser than chocolate.
What's gross about it?
I would say chicken pot pie is grosser than chocolate.
Well, no, pie is inherently gross, guys.
Oh my
Tell how
god,
you make
pie
it.
is way better than cake.
Guys, picture this. You just kidnapped a kid and you have a fresh, hot pie waiting for you. How much are you going to crush that pie? And how good is it going to be? You've just successfully kidnapped a child.
I guess good enough to eat with your fingers.
Would you eat a
Disgusting.
Yeah, you would crush it with your fingers. Yeah.
but the kid's sick and he's barfing in the bathroom and he's like, "I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was a
It's
sweet.
okay, little kid."
He's being nice to him, Jason Patrick.
He's like the kid from Happiness.
This is like me and my son.
Heads in the
Not the
toilet.
kid from Happiness, I'm saying. I'm saying this Jason Patrick with this putting his hand on the boy. Not in that way, but on his back.
I'm gonna
What
give
about
you a
s-
gun corner about that pistol later too.
What about well, do it now. He's sleeping with a fucking loaded pistol, and then Rachel Ward wakes him up and he points the gun at her. He's like, "Hey, fuck you. I'll
That is
fucking kill
a
you."
that is a Walther PP, which stands for police pistol. It's the precursor to the Walther PPK, which is made famous by James Bond. That's a pistol that Adolf Hitler carried and most of the Nazi officers carried. And it's a super cool gun. It's a bigger than the PPK. Uh, PPK is like the detective version of like how we have the Colt Detective Special. The PPK is like the Walther Detective Special of the PP. Can't get it in America. There's some sort of import laws where you can't get it here now. So the American version you can, but what they did is they licensed it to an American company, Smith and Wesson. Now Smith and Wesson makes the PPK, and you can get it here, but it's not the German original like my father has. One of the coolest guns he has.
Hey, you should steal
I
this
have
gun
one.
from your father.
I have one.
I he would just give it to me, but I can't own guns, so I'm fucked.
That is so
Not with that
uncool, dude.
attitude.
Yeah.
Why can't you own guns? You're a responsible man.
I know. And my record is
What did you
expunged. I'm
do?
not technically a felon anymore, but I still can't own guns because it's a federal ban.
How'd you get it expunged?
I don't know. The public defender office just said, "Hey, you can get it expunged." Now, I did a program where they gave me like therapy, put me on medication, and then
Oh, I
the
see.
public
Okay,
defender is like, "Okay, now you can get you can get it dismissed and expunged."
okay. And we're
But
looking
I
at
don't
Jason
want you to.
Patrick's ass again.
But you shouldn't own a gun. You're a dangerous creature.
That's why I'm into knives, bro. Next best thing.
You should get into like throwing stars.
Nunchucks. Yeah,
Yeah.
nunchucks.
Did we already say this? I feel
Pepper
like we've had
spray.
this conversation before.
Crossbow?
Crossbow.
How dead? What's the distance of a crossbow, and how deadly are they?
I have no idea. I don't really know anything about bows. Couldn't tell you.
Damn.
I don't know. 100 yards, 50 yards, something like that. I don't know.
You should
50
walk around with
yards? I don't think it's deadly, huh?
a crossbow.
Probably not. Probably not. I mean, if you land a shot, I mean, people hunt with bows, so I guess if you land a shot in the proper area, but
That's never gonna happen. So
I feel like I could run you down and beat you to death by the time you reload that crossbow. Definitely.
Run, Mike.
Yes. Sprint even. I could sprint.
Really?
leap.
I'd love to see that.
Bro, I got winded brushing my teeth the other day. I was like brushing my teeth and like, oh fuck, man.
The
we know.
the movement back
Holy
and forth
shit.
is. I get it. The movement back and forth is
That was rough.
will wear you out. I'm
You're
looking
like a
up,
linebacker at short bursts,
Yeah.
close
That's all I
contact.
got. That's all I got.
What do you do if you're a boxer and you're really good at hitting people and you can like kill people with a punch like this guy, but you can't box anymore? What do you do?
What would you do? What would be a good job for that
Bouncer?
person? Yeah, sure. It's a good idea. Bodyguard or something. But he's got a limp.
Does he?
a bouncer's a good job. I think you got it.
We see him fall out of the truck. He's clearly limping. Where are we missing on this? He's limping through the entire fucking movie. I don't know how you guys missed that. And
I'm watching the
picked
movie.
up on that. All right, well, let me see here.
I'm trying to figure out what the shooting location
Okay, well,
of this
he's-
movie is.
It doesn't look like a limp there.
That looked like a slight limp. That also looked like a slight limp. Go to one of the things where he's like,
I think he's just kind of shifty. Oh, then we have the big, money exchange scene. This is a great scene. They
What-
show up at.
I'm sorry, maybe I missed it. What the fuck was supposed to happen here? He was supposed to get the money and get on a plane, or why was the exchange to be done at the airport?
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Well, he said something about the parents didn't want the cops involved. They just want the money and they want the kid back. And that's
Yeah.
obviously planted by the press or whoever, the cops and the press, because the cops swarm.
Yeah. Oh, we don't
Um,
want cops involved, so let's do it at the airport, a place where there's not a lot of cops. I mean, come on.
That's the thing. These guys are like fuck ups, like in that book and movie. What's the one?
The William Mendoza
Kogan
story.
Kogan Schrade, fucking
Go
killing
to
them
the-
softly.
Go to the last scene where he's getting out of the car and getting ready to shoot the kid. You will clearly see him limping.
I do. Nobody gives a fuck about the limping. Don't make me yell. I have to whisper
Look,
right
that
now
is
because my
that
wife
is
is
not a
sleeping.
that is not a regular gait. Limp, limp, limp,
Jason
limp,
Patrick is really chewing this. I don't know. It kind of looks like a regular gait.
limp,
It looks like he's just walking,
limp.
and the ground is dusty and dirty, and
You
it's
know
like
what I think it
there are
is?
hills.
It's hip dysplasia. Jason Patrick has hip dysplasia. I'm sorry to say.
He has great hair. Look
He
at this
does.
cool
Even like
rock star
messy, he
hair.
looks good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But guys, I looked at the shooting locations. The airport is in Palm Springs. The rest of the
Holy
movie,
shit!
You guys
yeah,
got
check
it
this
down.
out. Check this
And
shit out.
you guys know
Palm,
you're Southern California.
Palm Desert, Indio, and guess what? Burt's Bar is in Coachella.
Wow, hip.
It's now called El Trebol. So check it out next time you're in Coachella. Next time you go to the popular music festival,
Probably a gay
Coachella.
bar now, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You
Oh, I
know,
thought
the gays-
I thought we weren't homophobic.
Well, the gays are taking over everything in Palm Springs.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You should see what they did at Frank Sinatra's house. I mean, it's basically a glory hole.
That's the ultimate revenge for the gays.
They're taking it over. And look, God bless them. You know,
I wish them well.
what you can do without children is so much.
Oh yeah, when you don't have kids, you're like into like year 30 of your adulthood, you're just like, what should I do now? I'm gonna take over Frank Sinatra's house and make it gay. It sounds like pretty cool, honestly.
I'm gonna put a glory hole in a stone fireplace that looks like a Ren and Stimpy background.
Yeah.
Now, in this scene, he's at the airport, and who shows up? A cop who's like, "Who are you? You got a registration? Come on, lady. You look familiar. Aren't you a troublemaker?" And he's like, "Oh, I know you are. You're Kid Collins. I want $100 on you." This is a cliche that's in every one of these movies.
Well, let's talk about the boxing scenes because the flashbacks, because they're kind of strange, right?
They're pretty awesome. He was a boxer, and he was beating this guy,
But it's
and
all
this
like
guy was
it's in like a
beating
dark.
him.
It's in like a dark kind of
Void where there's no audience.
no audience. Yeah.
Got to save money. Those crowd scenes will fuck you up. So he's boxing, and what happened? The guy who headbutted him.
No, he elbows him.
He elbows
He
him.
throws an elbow, which is an illegal move for sure.
And
But
then
so
does
is
he
taking off your boxing glove and trying to beat a guy to death in the ring. That is also frowned upon in the Marks of Queensberry rules.
no one ever really brings that up. They're like, "Oh, you're Kid Collins." They're never like, "Oh, you're the murderer, Kid Collins. You murdered a man in the ring." Not just like with your amazing boxing skills, but because you punched him in the face and killed him. You
Yeah,
broke
that's a
his
good point,
face.
William.
I would bring that up. I'd be like, "Oh, you're the murderer guy?
So you think this is a bad film?
Why don't you murder my pussy, you sexy Jason Patrick?"
Oh yeah.
What
It'd
if
be
he
cool if he-
fisted her? He should have fisted
Yeah.
her.
That'd
Ha!
be cool.
Punching her in the pussy, and it's just getting
Oh.
bloodier and bloodier.
Wow.
But she likes it. Because he's
Come
handsome.
on, do it. Oh. You know who she's married to? The guy looks exactly like her. Australian actor Brian Brown, star of FX and FX2.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. He's got a very like pointy head.
He kind of looks
Whoa.
like a bird, and so does she.
Yeah, sure,
How
sure.
pointy.
He has a pointy nose.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got yeah, maybe a pointy face, not a pointy head. He's not a pinhead.
He's not a
These
pinhead.
Australians are so crazy, man.
He's kind of like Crocodile Dundee, but not
Sure,
not
bumpkinny.
stupid. Not stupid.
Well, I mean, intelligent. Crocodile Dundee's pretty intelligent in terms of like his wilderness skills.
True. In the big city, those came in handy. Now, on the new Blu-ray for Crocodile Dundee, you'll never believe what they did.
What do they do?
They got rid of the scene where he was like, where this like sexy cross-dressing prostitute was like, "Hey, Crocodile Dundee, you want to fuck?" And then this guy's like, "Hey, that's a man in a dress." And Crocodile Dundee's like, "What? What do you mean?" "All right, then." And then he like grabbed her nuts.
Oh yeah.
With his hand. And he's like, "That's a man." And she's like,
That's
"Oh my
bullshit.
god!"
That's a classic scene.
I forgot
cut-
about that scene.
Oh, I
they
remember.
cut
Now
that
I
scene.
remember.
It's cut, and maybe some other scenes are cut.
That's bullshit, man. Release
Peace.
the cut the
The cock
penis-
grab.
the cock grab cut.
There's
The
another
cock
great
up.
scene.
That's censorship of Australians.
There's a great scene like that in Q&A with Nick Nolte.
Another penis grab.
Oh yeah.
We should make a little montage of it, like at the end of Babylon. But it's
Of
like
all
all
the-
the
of
penis
all the-
grabs.
Of all the what do you call that?
Can
When,
we-
when the crossdresser turns out like when they're like when you
Ace-
get tricked.
The end of Ace Ventura. What else? Crying Game, right?
Pimping cross-dressers is way more difficult than pimping actual women, for sure. I mean, they have the strength of a man. You know, they can
Oh,
fight back.
oh yeah.
You
So
still got to knock them around, right? But
you respecting the pimps for the cross dressers. You're saying?
yeah, it's
Gotta-
much more
yeah.
difficult.
Whoa, Nick Nolte's really getting in there.
Why isn't this playing? This is a good scene, Q&A. Now I feel like that's a woman. I don't
Yeah.
think that's that actress,
Yeah.
right? She's supposed to be
Yes.
trans.
Yeah.
She passes for me.
Whatever
can't
she's
tell.
doing, it works.
Sylvester. Here's a crazy idea. Why don't we all cross dress next episode,
That's cool. Women
and
on
see if we
film.
can pass.
Whatever.
Who's it would be the well? I've already done like the gender swap picture on the phone. So and people were really telling me that I was a pretty attractive woman. So
Well,
feel like
that doesn't count, Adam. You got to really do it. You got to really commit.
okay, all right. Well, next week we're all going to do this, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so
No tricking.
See you guys next week.
No
Yeah,
tricking.
the point of this movie is the kidnapping. What is the message of this movie? Tell me. I didn't get
Okay.
any message from this movie.
I didn't get any message. What will you get out when you put in, Mike? If you have to watch the movie and pay attention.
I did watch it. I picked up on the guy limping, whereas you guys did not even see
What
that.
is
That's right.
here's I'll play you the scene that really sums up the movie for me. Let me
Okay.
cue this up because I
Cue it
really
up.
like. You're gonna go like, okay, whatever, big deal, but
How do you know? How do you know that? Maybe I'm going to be intrigued. I asked what the message is, and now you're going to show me the message. You think I'm going to shit on it?
Can you show us more videos of cross dressers? That's kind of the thing I'm interested in.
that's not PC. We have to cut all that.
Oh no.
So the message is, well, let's talk about the ending. So at the end, oh yeah, we already talked about it. The bank, or not the bank, the kidnapping ransom thing goes wrong. Bruce Stern gets shot. He's got to escape with the girl, and then he has his insane plan, like I'll shoot you, and maybe I'll kill the kid, and then that'll be a way for me to get away. And also, I can just say I'm crazy, because if you're crazy, you can just get into an institution, and no one can convict you. And then when he's not paying attention, his gun is hanging out of his pocket. Rachel Ward kills him. He dies. Camera zooms in, pushes in on his eye. He's just a self-destructive fool.
Yeah.
And the question is, Mike, why did he do this?
Yeah. Why did he do this? For the love of
Well-
a woman?
I don't think that's it. Was it love?
He needed money?
Did he need money?
Yeah.
I think he did. I think he did it just to do something.
Oh, he's bored.
He's destructive. So, and then the scene where the doctor shows up. Let's get to that. I'm zooming around. Skipping around.
Let's look at this
The
guy's
sex.
lips again.
I've watched the sex scene just again.
The doctor recommends a B12 shot. What kind of doctor is this? I mean, he didn't pick up that the kid's a fucking diabetic and needs insulin.
No, he knew the insulin was missing. That's why he came there.
Ooh.
What?
And he also knew it because he also knew where he assumed where Collins would go because he already knew about the house and he knew about the widow, and they talked about that earlier. So he was like, he probably woke up in the morning and was like, oh, my insulin's missing. He probably read about the kid in the paper about the kid being sick. This and that, you know.
Yeah,
Sound like
yeah.
you'd be a good doctor, William. You should go to doctor school.
So here's what I think the message of the movie is. This is
Tell
like,
me.
let's watch the scene together. So he killed the doctor. They get in the car, and he does a monologue.
There's something inside of every man that keeps him going long after he has any reason to. For years I kept going when going didn't seem to make any sense. And now I just had to keep going. I had to have the end come.
It's about coming. Every man wants to come. Is that the message?
Hell
No, he
yeah.
wants to die.
I love movies.
This is where they should have done the money exchange. Why the fuck would you do it at an airport?
This cool factory thing with like the
Yeah.
weird strawberry berry ladies. This is a great set.
Oh yeah, he looks at this lady in the factory and she's like, oh, she's got a weird eye.
I was thinking they were sorting dates, but okay, maybe.
Oh yeah,
I was
dates
just
or figs.
yeah. That's because she tried to run that date farm, right?
Yeah.
So doing dates around that area must be popular.
Question, Mike. What do you think of his sandwich making technique?
I
in this?
honestly thought that sandwich looked tasty. After you're doing all this bullshit and you're running all over, you don't really see them eat much other than at the very beginning in that pie. This sandwich, I liked it. I thought it looked good. No
Like,
mayonnaise. He only puts mustard. He doesn't put mayonnaise. But yeah, I need a ham and cheese.
Mike's sandwich corner.
No.
on white bread.
Yeah, of course. What are you gonna use? Wheat bread for ham and cheese? Come on.
My kid just ate peanut butter and cheese, a peanut butter and cheese sandwich.
What
He's
kind of
into
bread?
that right now. Wheat.
Ugh.
I only eat wheat bread. I don't even eat
Ugh.
white. I've never been a white bread eater.
Oh my god.
It's
Well-
considered, isn't it like considered like has sugar in it? It's like shit
Yeah.
candy bread.
What, wheat bread doesn't have sugar in it?
I does, but I wish they didn't. I like
Like-
isn't the best bread like fully whole grain Ezekiel, no
Yeah.
sugar. Don't you like that?
I mean, best is subjective. You mean the healthiest?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
But who wants healthy, right, Mike?
Yeah. That
You ever
Dave's
Mike-
Killer Bread's pretty good.
Yeah, that's what we get to it. It's pretty killer. Mike, do you ever eat a sugar sandwich?
No.
Put sugar on white bread?
No. I have
Dude.
not. I have not
In
done
France,
Mike.
that. Fairy bread.
What?
in France, they have a chocolate sandwich where it's like chocolate cream and shit they rub on bread.
I'll do a Nutella sandwich occasionally.
I like the scene where Bruce Dern's talking to him for like half an hour about like why he shouldn't go, and he's just like, he just kept talking, and then he was making noises, and I wasn't paying any attention.
Nice direction in this movie. There's some really good like shots circling around Jason Patrick's hot hunky face.
So yeah, man, the message is this guy just wants to die. He's doomed. All his decisions, like every chance he has to make a decision, he makes the worst decision possible,
That sounds
And
like Mike.
and he tricks
Wow.
himself into it
Because
because
you
I
know
make
when you
good
go to like
decisions.
when you go to like Circle K and then like get a fix.
Yeah.
when you buy a
That's what I'm
cigarette,
talking about.
you buy a pack of cigarettes at 3 a.m., smoke
When you
one,
pick
throw
up
it in the
cigarettes off the ground and stuff.
throw it out your window, and then in the morning you go down and pick it up.
I did do that.
That's okay.
The
You're a human
picking them
being.
up off the ground is so hard to fucking not do. Now that I have it like as like a habit, it's so I just
Once you
see
get
them all
over
the
the-
fucking time.
Yeah, once you get over like the stigma about it.
Yeah, I mean, I've already got oral herpes, so I'm not worried about catching anything. And
Hell
then
yeah, bro.
So
What,
I
the
try to
gra-
I,
from
I
the
try to quit,
grass.
I try to quit when it rains. So because when it rains, I won't pick up the shit off the ground. But now it's summer, so I'm fucked.
Enjoy the ride. dude.
Maybe you can't do this on your own. Maybe you need a group.
Yeah, maybe I'm gonna ask
A
the
gr-
doctor next week for some
You mean like a group?
anti-smoking pills.
You mean like a
person
group of guys that maybe
No,
sit
William
around
wants me
and-
to go to NA
With a
and I said,
cracker?
"Ugh."
yeah, you
With
guys jerk off. You could jerk
Yeah.
off with some of that guys at NA.
Yeah, they would probably be down for that. They're really into like community and brotherly bullshit.
It'll make you feel really close. To
What
them.
about a nice circle jerk potluck?
Hmm.
You know, you get yourself
Sure.
a nice fruit tart from Safeway.
And then everybody jerks off on it.
Yeah, and then you just shove it in your fucking mouth like a goddamn cum eating maniac.
How much do you think the cakes at Paris Baguette are?
$50.
$50 fucking dollars. That's crazy for a fucking cake. Get out of here.
Fucking
Yeah.
French motherfuckers.
I went to
Korean.
Lucky's,
It's
got one for
Korean.
$19.99, and then it was
Korean.
also $2 off because it went bad that day. But whatever, I'm gonna eat it that day. I walked in that store, walked right the fuck out. I paid $50 for a cake. Get out of here.
How are they going to call a Paris bakery and it's Korean?
It's always full of Asians. It's riced out in everyone I've been into.
It's Korean. It's a
Yeah.
Korean company.
It's in Koreatown here where I live. It's
Do you try to fit in with the Asians when you're around them, Mike? Do you like,
Yes,
hey, I'm
I
one of
do.
you?
I don't
Cool.
try. I do fit in.
But you said that you told me that you would think that you're white, more white than Asian.
I never said that.
You told me that you identify more as white than
I
Asian.
never-
I
I
said
never
if you had to pick,
That's
and
a
you said
lie.
I'm white.
That's
Yeah,
a
I never
lie.
said that.
Did it?
That's a fucking lie. What are the
I mean,
ratings?
I mean,
Let's
I
end
dreamed
this
it.
episode.
But yes, when I was younger, did I have problems with my Asian friends who were like, "Oh, you're Japanese. That's not even like a good Asian, and you're half Asian, so you ain't even really Asian." Yes, I did have that problem.
Japanese is one of the best. Ryu from Street Fighter.
All the whatever ratings. I give this a 3.5. It's good. I liked it. It's not the greatest movie I've ever seen, but it's better than average. It kept my attention.
You're a big
And-
Jason Patrick fan too.
Yeah, I do like Jason Patrick. I thought he was really, really good in this. He sold it well.
Has he ever delivered a monologue that you've enjoyed?
Yes, he's great in Friends and Neighbors. He does several monologues in that movie. When he tells that one bitch that he's gonna fucking like kill her basically, and then he gets mad about the girl on
The
her
sheet, the
period.
blood on the sheets.
Yeah. Oh my god, he's great in that. He's the best part.
Timmy.
This movie didn't really super work for me.
Here we go.
I thought
The
it
dialogue
was-
wasn't snappy enough.
it wasn't really snappy. I thought it was a very handsome picture, and I admire Jason Patrick's really giving it a shot. But I didn't think, that this movie, I don't know. I felt like it didn't. I feel like like a movie either works or it doesn't work. And I feel like this movie like didn't quite. The elements weren't like clicking. Like the plot seemed weird. Like I don't know. It wasn't sexy because the lady wasn't very like hot. I thought like
Many
so-
men at the time considered her to be one of the sexiest women.
Yeah, well, they're wrong.
It was a different time.
Yeah. Have they seen what's that fucking lady with the giant or insane body that Mike likes?
Gracie Bond.
Gracie Bond. Have they seen? Maybe they need to see Gracie Bond.
No one like that existed back then.
That's true.
So,
Yes,
Adam,
I
what's your
It's not
rating? What do
surgically
you give
possible?
After Dark, My Sweet?
I give it 2.5.
Oh wow, really?
Wow.
You didn't like it?
Well,
Okay.
I think At Close Range is a better movie, and I gave that. I can't remember. I gave that 3 or 3.5. So, but
I'm
hey,
giving it.
all right,
I'm
Peter
giving it.
James, whatever.
James Foley, Axel
Foley.
Foley's dad. I'm giving this movie 4 stars. I love this movie. I love the script. I love the dialogue. I love Jason Patrick in this movie. His character is full of contradictions and weird, foolish behavior, but I just love the Jim Thompson dialogue. So this movie works for me. I also just love this movie visually. The date farm, the trees, the desert, the house, the bed, all the mid-century furniture, all the stuff looking old and weird, the bar. It's just like it just has a
quite
nice
beautiful.
vibe. It has a nice sunset vibe, and
Sun-soaked neo-noir.
that cool station wagon. That was
is a
cool.
good station wagon.
Yeah, that's something you don't see anymore.
also I'm a
Lincoln
huge
station wagon.
I'm a huge fan of this kind of movie. This like neo-noir 90s 80s crime movie. This is like my shit.
Yeah,
Movies
we know.
with gay doctors. That's what
I
you're-
can watch
you're a
'em.
huge fan of.
Like a LaCroix, I crack it open, I watch them one after the other after the other. I just go boom, 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 boom.
Wow.
After Dark, My Sweet. Kill Me Again, crack, Rush, crack, fucking Fargo, crack, right on the cracker, and I put that cracker in my mouth.
Mm, nice. And then he drank it up. He just drank a little. He just took a little swig.
I like a crime.
LaCroix stash.
I like a Pulp Fiction crime movie, something I enjoy, a thriller. You know, a guy meeting a girl and getting in a whole heap of trouble.
You love to be thrilled.
I say, hold me, kiss me, thrill me, suck me, the whole shebang.
And we love that about you.
And your mic doesn't work.
You got to get a new mic, bro.
You just can't hold it. Get
Yeah,
a
I just need
mic
new
stand.
cord.
Get a mic stand so you're not touching your cable and you're pulling it in
Cock.
and out.
I bet I've been touching my cock with the other hand this whole time.
And you've been pulling it in and out too.
Yeah, I've been pulling the skin over the head.
Look at you. You're holding your cock now. It looks like you're kind of shaking there.
I got Jimmy legs.
I
see
see that.
It does make me look like I'm constantly jerking off now that
Yes, it
I'm
does.
seeing myself in the window.
They
Now-
got pills for restless leg syndrome.
Next week, we're
I
doing
like
a
it.
movie about a criminal, but you're never going to believe this. This criminal, he's an LA cop,
Oh my
and
God.
he's tearing shit up, going crazy.
How crazy.
Is
Oh,
it that?
he's pretty
Q&A?
crazy. It's not Q&A. That's a New York cop.
Oh,
He's not a
Does he
criminal.
touch-
He's a
does he
great
grab
cop.
any penises?
oh,
No,
are we
but
doing
he's-
Training Day?
Okay, so not so crazy.
No, we're doing a good movie.
Oh,
I thought you were going to give Training Day another chance.
Do we have to? Training Day is like the snakes in Pee Wee's Big Adventure. I look at it like, ugh. We gotta do that.
You're really talking
Maybe.
my
Hey,
language.
look, maybe I'm in the minority. Okay, the world loves Training Day. I don't even know if I love this movie, but it's a very entertaining, and I think it'll be a fun movie to talk about in the pod. Internal Affairs with Richard Gere and Andy Garcia.
That gerbil had an internal affair.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying, guys?
This is a hilarious movie. It's very funny.
I think I've seen that.
I can't believe I blew that at the end of this episode. I got to say that joke again at the start of the next one, at the episode of the movie. So remind me to say that. Okay.
One of Mike's favorite actresses is in Internal Affairs. Nancy Travis from So I Married an Axe Murderer.
I love Nancy Travis too.
Who does she play? So I Married an Axe Murderer.
The blonde woman with
She's the lady, and she's the axe murderer.
Oh, yeah, I do like that movie.
She's very charming.
that's your kind of type, you know,
Sure.
30, a woman in her 30s.
I've only recently had sex with a woman over the age of 30.
How
Good for you. Good for you.
Ah, thank you. Thank you.
Most of that, but before that, it was mostly boys under the age of 18.
Yes, exactly.
Pedo man.
They're onto something, you know. All
That's
these
cool.
Hollywood elites are into something.
Yeah, they
On-
gotta
onto
like it for a
something.
reason. We gotta figure
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
You don't know until you try it.
Exactly. Like
I love this thing that
like
like,
white bread.
only rich people molest children. And it's like, go look up Megan's Law of your neighborhood.
No, thank you.
And there he is.
He'll
Go
just see
your-
his own face.
Oh, yeah. Here you go, Mike. Look at this.
It's his Facebook picture.
Yeah,
his Facebook profile picture.
I think I've seen this movie. Or it could be confusing with Brooklyn's Finest, where Richard Gere also plays a cop, but he's not dirty in that one. It looks
Charming,
like
seductive, deadly. Your deepest secret is his most dangerous weapon.
Beretta 92.
The way it
Classic.
has Richard Gere and then Andy Garcia's names like right underneath this shot of Richard Gere like fucking this lady, and it makes it look like Andy Garcia's the lady.
It's like he's being cucked. He's watching
The poster.
watching them fuck.
Yeah.
It's a spicy movie. It's full of high
I see.
charge sexual energy.
A lot of butt shots, hairy butt shots.
I can't remember.
Oh, come on, man.
The director is definitely not gay. Same director as Leaving Las Vegas, Mike Figgis.
I do like that movie.
That's a fun one.
She's hot. That Elizabeth Shue or whoever is hot in that movie.
Elizabeth Shue is hot.
She is super fine.
She's like, cut me. She tells her pimp to cut her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, booze, man. We got to start drinking more. We need cocktails. We need to start.
It just sucks.
No.
You can't drive on booze. That's the problem. So it's hard for me to get into it. You know,
Yeah.
I need to drive a lot.
You can drive and smoke. That's a fun.
Yes,
That's enjoyable.
because it's like when you're in traffic and you're smoking a cigarette, you're just smoking a cigarette. It don't matter. You know,
Mm-hmm.
not that I don't smoke in my car anymore, but I did for a very long time.
Just blowing smoke out the window, baby.
Exactly.
Put a little jazz on the radio.
Yeah.
You're having a good
Sounds
time.
nice.
It
And
is.
You drive to a fancy kid school and you just kidnap a little kid.
Yeah.
And
You weren't even planning
your
on it.
Your toes are tapping. You got that kid underneath your car, under your legs.
And the kid's like, "Stop, mister, stop doing this. I want my," and you're like, "Chill, dude."
Yeah.
And you
Come on,
unroll the
kid.
windows and
Have a
just kinda
drink. Have a
cruise.
cig. Chill
Yeah.
out. Vibe with me.
You give him a pair of little sunglasses. You guys just cruise.
Candy cigarette.
Yeah.
Just fart in the kid's face. Hey, sorry about that.
Hey, excuse me.
You did that on purpose. Yeah, come on. No, you didn't. And they like he like tells that to the cops, and he's like a big thing in the press. You're like, gosh, you farted on his face. Like, well, I mean,
You gave him pink eye
No.
for God's sake.
no, his pink eye is dying. No,
Kids dies from pink eye. You're like, fuck, why did I fart in this kid's face? That complicated the kidnapping. But it was worth it.
why did I do that? That's like you like in prison, like other prisoners are like, you farted in that kid's face. You're sick. They're just beating the shit out of you. We're
Yeah.
gonna fart. We're all gonna fart in your face, and then one by one, the entire prison yard just farts on you.
But they don't know that
40
you
men.
like it though. So they're just fucking make it. You're getting your boner is getting bigger and bigger. And then you bust.
Maybe you in your story.
Yeah. That's my personal story. So you might have a different experience, but
That's
That's me.
gross, dude.
hey, when I was editing gay shit, they would always say, we never yuck other people's yums. And I always thought that was not a good approach to things. I feel like you could get pretty yucky.
That's how you treat Roman Polanski. You don't yuck
Yeah.
his yum.
You don't want to yuck his yums.
Well, I guess on
Just when I
that.
was editing gay shit.
Well, let's get out of here.
Bye,
Later,
bye.
man.